What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day at Whitley Auto Works. Now, the other day I was on the Painting with Rustoleum forum on Facebook and just kind of scrolling through what all the comments and questions and the concerns were, and I come across one guy asking what's the cheapest way possible to make a metallic paint job, and what kind of results could you get and everything else. And we did a video kind of covering that a little bit, but today I decided I wanted to take this to a whole nother level, and let me show you what I got. So a lot of you guys are actually familiar with Eye Candy Pigments. They make a lot of really cool pearls, and I'm constantly shooting them out on fenders on multiple episodes all the time. But I was like, you know what? Could I take an Eye Candy pearl and essentially make an Eye Candy pearl base coat using, well, what else but Rustoleum, right? And the way you would do it is you would thin it with acetone, typically like a 60-40 or a 50-50 mix, and then you would add pearls to make your own base coat, and then, essentially you would have a metallic paint job. So that's what we're going to try out today, guys. I've got everything I need right here, so I'm going to get behind the table, and let's start mixing and matching and see if we can't come up with something cool. Alright guys, so what I've done off camera is I've taken the Rustoleum and I've mixed it, and I've done it in a 50-50 mix. I did 4 ounces of Rustoleum, I did 4 ounces of acetone to thin it, so I got 8 ounces total in this mix, and I'm going to mix it up. Now, if you haven't already, go back and watch my how to make metallic Rustoleum paint video. It'll explain this a little more in depth. Basically, it's a lot easier to add the pigments to Rustoleum once it's thinned out, because Rustoleum paint in general is so thick that when you add it to it with it being still thick and not thinned, the pigments will just disappear and you just don't really even have a chance of seeing what you're doing, really. So, but I'm going to go ahead and mix this up really good, as you see, and we're going to start adding some pearl to it and see if we can't get a metallic Rustoleum base coat. So, this is Sensi Red. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with this color, and we haven't really done a spray out with it. I've done Baku Red, but essentially it's just a really cool red pearl. You can see that in the mix, right, or not mix, but you can see that in the can right there. And I've got a 1 teaspoon McCormick spoon, nothing special, guys. And I'm going to do it 1 teaspoon at a time. And like I said, I've got 8 ounces total mixed. So basically we're taking the experiment we did the other day, and we're doing it on a little bit bigger scale. So I put a whole teaspoon into the mix. I'm going to mix it up and see what I get and where we're at with it. Somebody was playing the other day about my stir stick having a bunch of pigment on it. I get it, guys, but like I said, these are just test experiments to see if this can even be done, especially on a wide scale. So I'm already getting a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I'm sure, I used blue the other day, and some of these pearls, they'll probably cover really good. The other ones maybe not so much. So I'm going to do another teaspoon into this 8 ounces. And this is just an experiment. I mean, this might work out really good. It might not work out really good. That's why it's an experiment. But it's always fun to try new things like this, especially if you can find the time and get the extra stuff to do it with. So we'll mix that up real good, and let's see what we got now. I can start to see a little bit of a red sheen in there. It's kind of still somewhat eating up the Rustoleum. I mean, eating up the pearl, if I'm being honest. But, well, let me try another teaspoon of it. So it's very powdery. Alright. So that's 3 teaspoons into this 8 ounces. So that is a lot of pearl to try and get some kind of effect. But, hey, that's what we're doing. Alright, let's mix it up really good, and let's see where we're at now. I think I'm starting to get a little bit, guys. It's one of those things, too, as we found out on the last episode, you have to kind of be aware of the saturation effect. Because once you start laying this out in thin coats, it will build, and you will get, a color adjustment. So, we're getting there with it. It's doing something. Alright, so 8 ounces, and we've done 3 teaspoons. I think, just for good measures, I'm going to do 1 more teaspoon. And that's going to give it the best chance to have a good effect, because, like I said, you don't want to have to throw 30 coats of this on here. But just for argument's sake, I want to see, if this is even possible and worth doing, So All right, so 4 teaspoons of high candy pearl into 8 ounces. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that. We are kind of getting a black cherry look, and I got a feeling when I start putting this on the fender and coats that it's going to give us more saturation than I'm seeing right here. So, you know what? I'm going to leave it at this, and we're going to go for it. All right, let's load up the V-War gun, and let's get the spraying. Alright guys, so I got my old V-War gun loaded up with some of this custom Rustoleum Eye Candy Scentsy Red craziness of mix, and we're going to do light coats first and just check for reactions, and then 2 or 3 follow-up coats, really till we get full coverage good. And yeah, this will be a poor man's base coat paint job, or a metallic paint job, single stage. We'll take it out in the sun and we'll see what we got. So I'm going to put my mask on and let's get the spraying. Alright guys, so Eye Candy Pigments Scentsy Red mixed in black, gloss black Rustoleum and shot as a base coat, no clear coat. This is a single stage metallic paint job using Rustoleum and Eye Candy Pigments. Now like I said, I did 4 tablespoons into 8 ounces total mixed, so that is still a lot of pearl to make this base coat. Hey guys, look, it's an Eye Candy base coat. First ever that I know of. I haven't seen anybody else try this craziness. This is a 25-gram jar, guys, that I used to create this base coat today. And like I said, I used 4 tablespoons out of this 25-gram jar to do 8 ounces of sprayable. Now, just to kind of get you guys in a perspective of what that means, 8 ounces, you need 32 ounces, which is 4 times that, to do 1 quart. And typically about 2 quarts to do a whole car, small to medium, of actual paint as far as getting coverage goes. So if you wanted to take this full scale, you would probably have to get 2 or 3 of these jars, these 25-gram jars. Now, you know, depending on what colors you pick to try and do something like this, it could get pricey. I don't know. And like I said, this is for a single stage paint job. Obviously, you could go back and you could add 2K clear. You could even try and add another pearl over top of it and see what kind of effect you get. And, you know, that's what we're going to do next. We're not done yet, guys. This looks pretty cool, but now we're going to take it and step it up a notch. Now, this might ruin the whole project, which is why I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a cinematic ahead of time so you can see what to expect of trying to make your own base coat using some eye candy pigments. Because now we're going to take another eye candy pigment. We're going to mix it in some 2K Finish 1 clear, shoot it over top, and see if we can't really make this thing crazy. Why? Because we're Whitley Auto Works, and that's what we do. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so you've already gone outside the box and created your custom eye candy pigments base coat, or pearl base coat if you decide to use a different brand. But today I've got to take this little box, set it to the side first. I've got Ghost Gold by Eye Candy Pigments, guys. I've already put some of this Finish 1 clear in my little clear mix. This is 2K urethane, high solids clear, really good clear to use over top of Rustoleum. I've had 0 issues, guys. 4-to-1 mix, 4 parts clear, 1 part hardener, and Ghost Gold by Eye Candy Pigments. Now, I've got about 6 ounces total into this mix, and this is a little sample bag. It's a 1 gram sample bag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this into the mix, and then I'm gonna bring you guys in close to see this mix. Alright guys, so Ghost Gold Pearl by Eye Candy Pigments. Now what this is going to do over top of that crazy black cherry base coat we created with Eye Candy Pigments, I don't know. But we're about to throw another Eye Candy Pigment Pearl in 2K urethane clear over top of this, and then take it out in the sun and really see what kind of concoction we can make. Will this be a success, or will this be an epic failure? Let's load up the V-Vor gun and let's find out. Alright guys, so now we're stepping it up from crazy custom to absolute insanity with 2K clear Ghost Gold Eye Candy Pigments over a custom Eye Candy Pigments Cinchy Red base coat. Man, that's a lot to say. And this is one of those experiments, guys, I've always wanted to do. I'm sure some of you guys have always wanted to do, and just, you know, just go all out, just do something crazy custom and see what happens. So that's what this is today. Like I said, I'm using the V-Vor gun, 1.4 tip. I shoot a 28 PSI wide open trigger. We're gonna do a light coat on this first, just check for reactions and make sure we don't get any kind of craziness happening. It did take 3 coats to cover with my custom base coat, which was actually really good, but it was a darker color. So 2 or 3 coats of this and we'll probably be good. I'm gonna get my mask on and let's get to spraying. Guys, I think I might have sent it a little bit too hard. guys, so what we have here is probably the most absolutely ridiculous concoction I've ever come up with. A Senshi red base coat with a ghost gold pearl over top. Now, man, this is just insane. Have you ever wondered what two pearls look like stacked on top of each other? Or better yet, a solid pearl with a ghost pearl on top so it has transparent natures to go through? Well, this is it, guys. Look at that gold. Look at that red. I don't even have to put this light on it. That is just insane. What do you guys think? Alright, guys. So this is the spray out for today. Alright. We started with Rustoleum black. We added Senshi red into it and made a really cool black cherry, like fireball, dark red, like, I don't know, really cool color, right? Just a single stage paint job. Then I said, all right, we're going to go crazy. We're going to throw some 2K urethane clear coat over it. Finish one, works great. And we're going to put Ghost Gold by Eye Candy Pigments in top of it and see what happens. Now, a lot of people have asked me, can you make custom metallic base coats? So we covered that. A lot of people have also asked me, can you stack pearls? We just covered that. And a lot of people have asked me, can you stack ghost pearls on top of solid pearls, and what kind of effect would you get? Guys, we stacked a ghost pearl on top of a solid pearl. It changed the color via the ghost pearl to where we got gold instead of red, and then we got a red ghost effect. How this craziness happens, I don't know. But hey, it made for a great experiment today. It answered a bunch of questions, and it's crazy experiments like this that move the whole industry, just move everything forward, and just get your brain racking with what ifs, what the possibilities are with different combinations, because obviously, I mean, it's endless what you can do with pearls, flakes, candies, a little bit of everything, guys. And that's why I do this Rustoleum custom mix series. But rate this spray out, like always, 1 through 5. 1, you don't care for it. 5 is the greatest thing you've ever seen. If you want to spray with any of the pigments I used in today's episode, links will be in the description. And you can enter code WAWSHOP at checkout, because I'm an affiliate with Eye Candy. I can get you guys a discount, and it goes to help out the channel. Also, the Finish One clear coat, the mask, all that type stuff, guys, it's in my Amazon store. Click the link that says As Seen on YouTube. You can purchase all that stuff for the same price I do. We get a small kickback, but it don't cost you guys anything extra. And you get all the benefits of Amazon Prime and everything else they have to offer. If you like crazy experiments like this, we're going to just keep doing them. I mean, because this is just insane, and it makes for good entertainment. I mean, I really enjoyed this spray out, even if maybe some people don't like it or whatever else. Yeah, it did turn out a little bit blotchy. But if you like this anyways, guys, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell notification so you don't miss an episode. Leave me a like and comment on this video, please. It helps the algorithm. Even if you don't leave a comment, at least hit the like button before you click off to something else. But I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. Appreciate you guys for tuning in today. I hope this helps you kind of understand certain things and fill in a few blanks and answer a couple of questions you have. But as always, guys, I'm John from Whitley Auto Works. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.